Alright, boys, we have finally gotten some Rell news. It's not a lot of news, but it's news at that. First, I'm going to show you the new sneak they posted, and then I will be going on to the interviews they posted. And hey, maybe sometime in the future, maybe after the game's released, maybe after we've gotten our first couple of updates, I can get an interview, you know? Now, the sneak we got was ores. The old is on the left, the new is on the right. Honestly, I kind of prefer the left one. The right one seems way too... I don't know what it is. It's just way too bright for me, I feel like. But I mean, hey, upping the quality is always upping the quality. And we can always deserve some more quality when it comes to this game. But yeah, that's literally the only sneak we've seen in like the past 2 months. Let's get on to the interviews. Now, these interviews, before we actually get into these interviews are going to be linked in the description. I highly suggest you go check out their videos. Go sub to Sweet Pea, go sub to Sly Kage. Now, how Sweet Pea's interview starts off, it starts off with 2 boss cutscenes. Gecko Moria looks insane. Bro, imagine this guy pulling up on you. That would be crazy, bro. And then the next boss we see is the giant boss. I don't remember his name, I'm going to be completely honest. Honestly, this guy can catch a fade. He ain't doing nothing to me. I'm kind of scared of Gecko Moria, but this guy, he ain't doing nothing. Now, the first real question Sweet Pea asks is, will there still be 30 plus devil fruits on release? And I'm going to save you the time. No, there will be 25 on release. At least up to 25. They said there might be 25, so expect 25 or less. Now, they also talked about drawing back content on release. They aren't going to have as much content as we really think. So they're saving it for updates. Like they said they were going to add races, fruits, islands, you know, the whole shabam that normally comes with updates. But races is one of the things that intrigued me because, like, how are you going to add more and more races? Because there's only so many races in One Piece. I guess there are, like, giants, you know, this, that. I mean, dang, there are actually a lot of races. Now, they actually talk about the progression here, and they talk about it more in Sly Kage's video, but I'll save you the effort of waiting till we get to Sly Kage's interview. Basically, what they say is you're going to be able to go to a town, see NPCs. You can talk to those NPCs. If they're talking amongst themselves, you can be like, hey, you need help with this? Okay, I'll help you with that. Like, you can, if they need firewood for their fire, you can go get them the wood for their fire and give them their firewood. It's kind of like Shindo Life, but nothing like Shindo Life at the same time. He also says it's set up like Skyrim, so it's gonna be lively. Basically, one thing you do leads you to another thing, and it leads you to another thing, and yada yada yada, etc. And I'm speculating that this will lead you into the crew battles and these crews that you interact with to get the cards. It will lead you into dungeons. It will lead you into boss fights. It'll lead you into getting your cards to build your character. It'll lead you into everything, basically. Now, the next thing Sweet Pea asks that is actually important, nobody cares what you guys are proud of. I'm joking. That was a joke. If you kids don't know, that was a joke. But yeah, the next thing he asked is, when is the release date? And they say it might or might not be in movie 3. So it might be in movie 3. You might be able to expect it in movie 3 if they are confident that they can make it happen. But if they aren't confident that they can make it happen, it won't be in movie 3. So if the release date is not in movie 3, expect like another 2 months, 3 months of waiting until we hear that release date. Now, the next thing we see is a lot of sneaks, and I mean a lot of sneaks he shows Sweet Pea. He sent Sweet Pea these. We see Gecko Moria just chilling, floating with his shadow clone, so I assume they changed his moveset already. And then the next thing we see is a remaster of some of the ships. Well, one of the ships. In Sly Kage's interview, he says, Rell said that he is redoing most of the ships. Basically all of the ships. He's just trying to make it look better and be higher quality, which is always nice, but honestly, I thought the ships were lacking after I saw Holy War X's ships, so this is a needed thing. And here's another one. He just shows more ship stuff. Also, I'm sorry, Sweet Pea, these freeze frames of you are horrible. Now, yes, I know my mic bugged there, but I did that all in one take, so I'm not redoing it. Here is Buggy's cape. Again, sorry, Sweet Pea, for the freeze frame on your face. This is a nice cape. I don't know why they're redoing the capes. They look completely fine before, but this looks even better. It looks even better. And here we have Doflamingo's cape, which I don't think we saw before, but it just looks amazing. Now, this is another cape. No idea whose cape this is in the show. I'm not really that... well, I'm 600 some episodes in, but I don't know whose it is. Now, here we see the ape king, so to speak, that we saw the moveset of a while ago. And then here we see Goofy the dragon. I forgot what his actual name was. Puff the dragon. And his visuals have just been reworked. I hope to God it doesn't delay the game even more, because they have to redo his moveset. Here we see some clothing, and we see some even more clothing in Sweepy's video. Go check that out if you want to see the rest. And finally, we have this. This is just insane. Look at how huge this place is. If you want to see more sneaks of this, obviously go to Sweepy's channel. He showed all of it. Now, something I forgot to mention earlier while we were on the interview part. Yes, Rell will be receiving weekly updates for a couple of months, and then it will go to monthly updates, which is just amazing to hear. We're going to get weekly updates that add content, and then bigger monthly updates that, well, provide even more content than the weekly updates. So let's let these Rell Bros lock in and release this game, hopefully sometime this year. They said it was confirmed for this year. They said they wanted to get it out this year, but honestly, I wouldn't expect it till fall or August. I'm hoping summer, but summer is like impossible. Now, the last final thing we have is the Rell Bros mentioning me for 1 second. One whole second in Sly Kage's interview. And that's going to send off the video. The outro will be after that. So I hope you have a good one. Peace. And make sure to drink some water.
So I have a question. Like, are you like aware of like those Rell channels where it's like basically it's like channels where they're giving you guys like ideas basically.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like,
I know.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys were aware of those channels.
Atlas. Yeah. I know about the. We pay attention to because it's not just the bigger YouTubers, right?
Now, I was going to put the outro here, but I just want to say thank you to the Rell Bros for actually listening to the community. Unlike every single other game on this platform, you guys actually listen to the community, and that means a lot to the community themselves because they actually feel heard for once. And it's just amazing of what you guys do. Anyways, let's get to the outro.